Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy Drew, back again. 3 days in a row, third time's a charm. St. Patty's Day, I feel lucky today. Let's talk about the USMNT March roster. It's been finally announced. This camp has been highly anticipated by a lot of USMNT soccer fans, if not all of us, okay? A lot of our players are playing pretty good across Europe, especially some players we'll talk about later in the video. But this is the camp we're going to go with to face against Jamaica and then Northern Ireland. Now, this camp is not without some kind of craziness. You know, there's some great players on here. There's some players that are a little questionable, and there's some players that I just want to. I can't wait to see these guys on the field together. But without further ado, let's get to it. Yo, you know what's kind of crazy about USA soccer fans is that 61% of you guys watching this channel are not subscribed. Isn't that freaking embarrassing for you guys? First of all, that's hurtful for me. Second of all, you guys should definitely subscribe to the channel if you like it. If you don't have to, you guys can be mean to me, I guess. But we will be covering everything about US-17 MLS this whole year's big year. Be sure you're part of that. If you're not part of that, you're gonna have FOMO. You know what FOMO is? It's called fear of missing out. Don't have FOMO. Subscribe to the channel. So like I said, this roster is really not without some sort of craziness. The whole Corona thing going on is still affecting this. A lot of the players that we have been called up to this roster are not going to be available to play the second game, which means they can play against Jamaica, but then a lot of these guys are going to have to go back to their clubs because of the whole 14-day quarantine thing. So if they do play against Northern Ireland and stay for both games, they will not be ready and available enough for their team within that 14-day quarantine period. It sucks. I know a lot of the fun players are going to have to go back to their clubs after Jamaica, but I think we just have to accept what we have a good time watching them against Jamaica, and then see what we can do against Northern Ireland with the players we have left, which nonetheless are still good players. And we'll get to that probably in a future video. So first of all, let's stop yapping and break it down. Let me just figure out how to freaking move myself over here. Here we go. Let's start off obviously with the goalkeepers first. We've got Zach Steffen, Ethan Horvath, and Chituru Dunse. Now, quick thoughts on this because this is an easy one. Zach Steffen, obviously my number one goalkeeper. Sorry, Alexi Lawless, Matt Doyle, you're just going to have to keep crying about it. Zach Steffen, whether he's a sub or not, he is our number one goalkeeper right now. You can't try to change my mind, sorry. Ethan Horvath, though, I do really want to see him play at least one game. I feel like he's gotten like the short end of the stick for his club team in Belgium, Club Brugge, I think it is. Playing behind him, Simon Mignolet, who's always starting every freaking game. I don't know why. It's always him. But Ethan Horvath is a guy I really want to leave his club. He was one of my guys I picked in my video of 6 USA players that need a new club. He was on there, and he desperately needs a new club, and I desperately want to see him on the field this year. Okay? I want to see him on the field. Next, that's easy. On to the defenders. So, real quick, you guys can see it here. I'm sure you guys all, if you're watching this, you guys already know who's been called up, so I'm not going to read every freaking player on the list. But some big names that stick out to me, and maybe not the best way. Obviously, for all you guys as well. Tim Ream and Aaron Long for you guys are like crazy. And for me too, okay? Tim Ream, I guess that veteran experience kind of player factor is going to be, it's going to factor into why he was called up. Maybe it's because of the whole Corona thing that that Berhalter knew he would be short in the defense later on after Jamaica. I don't know. Aaron Long from MLS, I don't know. It's fine. Aaron Long, whatever. Like, what I'd like to see here is that we have Chris Richards. I'm excited about that. John Brooks, obviously, our starting center back. Can't change my mind about that. And also, Matt Miazga has been playing well for his team, and I think he really did deserve this call-up, and he is available for both games. Players who were not available on this list for both games are Reggie Cannon, John Brooks, let's see. I think that's it, and Chris Richards. All of those guys are going to have to go back after Jamaica, and that's like a big chunk of our players. What I see here actually is only one regular left back in Anthony Robinson, and that worries me because if we start on both games, that's fine, but maybe if we alternate, we'll have Sergio Dest on the left and maybe like Brian Reynolds on the right on the second game, but whatever. Eric Palmer-Brown, another player who was kind of fallen off a couple years ago for a little bit, but now he's starting to get his momentum back up. He's playing good for his club as well, so I think he deserved that that call-up. So on to the midfielders, where it starts to get even more fun here. You got my boy Brendan Aaronson up there looking fresh in that kit. Miss you. We're going to miss you at Philly this year, bro. Some other names that stick out here. Obviously, Sebastian Lletget, friend of the channel. say what you want about him, but you say if I'm biased, I don't think I am. I think he's always, for the most part, played pretty good under Greg Berhalter. He's done what he's asked to. He played that false line pretty decently. He scored some couple goals as well. I know his opposition not the best that he was up against, but nonetheless, he's performing well. He's playing well. And he's feeling good. So, and he's a cool dude. So, I don't mind Sebastian Lletget getting some playing time in one of these games. I really hope to see him start at least against Northern Ireland. Brendan Aaronson, killing it at RB Salzburg. Love that he's here. Kelvin Costa, a player, again, I don't know why he's called up. But the player that really everyone's going to be watching right now in these two games is going to be, of course, new addition to the squad, Yunus Musah. Finally accepting his, international duties with USA officially. He's a pledge to us. It's awesome. I'm going to be so happy to see him play, and just his new persona with all these guys that all support him as well. And of course, Luca De La Torre also been playing good for his club. I think he's playing in the Dutch league. I've seen that he's been playing pretty good, so shout out to him for being called up as well. Now, on to the friggin' forwards, guys. And we see our tank up there, Daryl DK. Killing it for Barnsley today. He scored his first brace for Barnsley. To be honest, Daryl DK going to Barnsley, I was like, Barnsley? Because, they're a team that, are, to me at least, over here in the States, is not the most popular team around here in USA. That's a team that a lot of people recognize. But nonetheless, he went over there. He's killing it. He's helping them fight for promotion, or at least they're in a playoff spot for promotion in that second division of English soccer. That's awesome. I really want to see Daryl DK. He's on fire. He's feeling good. He's on fire. He's scoring goals in good form. Probably the best player on form in this forward section, right alongside Timothy Weah, who I'm also excited to see. But Timothy Weah, Josh Sargent, Gio Reyna, and I think Nicholas Gioacchini. No, Nicholas is going to stay. Yeah, Reyna, Sargent, and Weah are all going to have to go back after Jamaica. And that just leaves us with Pulisic and Gioacchini and DK. So that's going to be interesting to see how we line up in the second game. But Timothy Weah, like I said, playing good. I'm excited to see him play there. Gio Reyna, our starlet boy, and of course Christian Pulisic having a terrible time right now at Chelsea. I would love to see him play here for the USA. Start a game at least. I don't know yet. We'll get to the starting lineup right now. So here we go. This is my lineup for how I want to see it against Jamaica, okay? I know there's some things we're going to talk about. We'll talk about it in just a second. First, let's start at the back. Zach Steffen, my undisputed number one goalkeeper right now. Easy pick. Brooks and Richards playing good for their clubs in Germany. Easy picks are there for me too. I wouldn't be opposed to Matt Miazga starting over Richards. That's fine with me too, but this is also my first pick right here. Richards and Brooks partnership. Dest and Robinson on the flanks. No argument there, right? Reggie Cannon, maybe as a sub, but not as a starter. I need to see Dest. He adds so much flair to this team. Robinson also pretty solid as well. Midfield, I got the three here. Adams as the center defended midfielder, that holding midfielder there. He is a freaking boss. He's an engine. He's a tank. He's a leader. His work rate is crazy. I love this dude, and we're going to lose him. I want to see him play. We're going to lose Adams and Brooks and Richards, actually, that I mentioned so far after this game. So I definitely want to see these guys play on the field before they have to go back to their clubs. Aaronson and Reyna as my attacking kind of midfielder there. Reyna is more preferred, for me at least, attacking midfielder role. Brendan Aaronson kind of playing off him there, attacking. If my tactics are messed up, I don't know. It's fine. Now, on to the big decision I made here, guys. I know. Musah in Christian Pulisic's place. I know a lot of you guys want to see Pulisic play. He's having a terrible time right now at Chelsea. He's not able to get playing time. He's had some injury woes earlier a couple weeks ago. I know, okay? And that's exactly why I selected to have Christian Pulisic come on from the bench. I know, and we all talk about, dude, he's not even starting for Thomas Tuchel over there at Chelsea. He's on the bench. He's barely playing games, barely getting any playing time. And now, Drew, you're going to bench him for the USMNT where he's like our golden boy? Yes. And here's why. Here's why I bench Pulisic. Because we have to admit it, he is looking to be a little injury prone. And he worries me, okay? Because we're going to lose a lot of players like Timothy Weah, Josh Sargent, Gio Reyna, we're going to lose a lot of these guys after this game to go back to their clubs. We will be short on attacking ability for the game against Northern Ireland. So that's why I said, maybe have Pulisic come on as a sub, rest himself a bit, and then that way he can start against Northern Ireland, and then if he gets tired or, whatever, they can sub him off after the game against Northern Ireland. But I would love to see him play, but I don't want to risk him just yet. We have a big year coming up. I don't need him picking up a huge injury. I would much rather see him start big games in the Gold Cup than a little friendly here, okay? You guys can shoot me if you want. I don't care. If you guys are mad or not mad, hit the like button. It'll really show me. But anyway, Yunus Musah is no stranger to playing on the left. He has played there this season quite a few times for Valencia, so I think he should do good there, and especially with that new persona, like just that new drive he's got now, because he became a USMNT player officially, and he knows we're all behind him as the fans, and he knows all the players are on his side as well. He'll be lining up, I'm sure. Timothy Weah can play on the right as well, as we know that. I know for the club in France right now, Lille, he has been playing more as a center forward role, but he's going to have to resort to a right flank player right now, because I want to see Josh Sargent start this game. I know Daryl Decay here, he's killing it, but Josh Sargent scoring some goals recently. He is our number one striker for me, okay? I want to see him shut all these Matthew Hoppe fans out there, because Josh Sargent is always going to be ahead of Matthew Hoppe, at least in the near future, okay? As you guys know, I don't really rate Matthew Hoppe as high as you guys do. I definitely not rate him over Daryl Decay or even Josh Sargent. So Josh Sargent starting this game and putting in a good performance would be like the icing on the cake for me. Okay? Makes sense? Yeah. But anyway, that's all I have for you guys today. I will try to do a live stream for one or two of these games. If I can't, I'm sorry. I'm a freaking father now. But nonetheless, if you guys want to know my thoughts on it, definitely follow my Twitter and my Instagram, which are linked down below, because I will be doing some live tweeting there and maybe some live Instagram stories when I get more followers, okay? So let me know your thoughts down below on the whole roster. Let me know on what players you wish could have been on here. I know a lot of guys are going to miss McKennie, Hoppe, and Jordan, maybe Jordan Sabiachu. But nonetheless, I love the guys we have playing right now. Let's see where they take us. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.